Good afternoon po, Director Ravis. Mr. Vice Chair, would you like to start the meeting, sir?
Hi. Thank you, Baksek. Kindly check the forum if we have a forum. Let's start. Thank you. Thank you, Baksek. Thank you, Baksek. Kindly check the forum.
A pleasant afternoon po to everyone. Welcome to the 90th online of the DICT Back 2. Today is November 21, 2025. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the following DICT Back 2 members: the Provisional Member and User Director Edgar M. Navarro, the Regular Member Director Jeneline G. Ravis, and this meeting is being presided over by the Vice Chairperson, Director Nestor S. Bongato. With the majority of the BAC members present, the BAC Secretariat confirms the presence of a quorum. With your permission, Mr. Vice Chair, we will proceed with the presentation of the agenda po.
There being a quorum, this meeting is now called to order. Yes, please proceed, Baksek, for the presentation of the agenda. Thank you.
Presented on the screen is our draft agenda for today's Back 2 meeting. This is for the Rebid conference for the procurement of mobile data subscriptions for internet connectivity in developmental locations, Juansim ng Bayan program, Bayanihan SIM project, Rebid on 109 lots with an approved budget for the contract of 909,060,000 pesos. The end user unit is the Free Public Internet Access Program. To the MAC members, may we request for the approval of the presented agenda, please?
Presented on the screen is the agenda for today's meeting. We have one item in the agenda. Any motion to approve the agenda, please?
I move for the adoption of the agenda as read, Mr. Vice Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Jen. So, any second, please?
Second the motion.
Thank you. Thank you, Director Ed. So, it has been moved and seconded. The draft agenda is hereby approved. Baksek, please.
Thank you po to the BAC members. Mr. Vice Chair, may we respectfully request po to admit the prospective bidders, the technical working group, and other end-user representative who are in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you. For the guidance of the members of the BAC, may we know how many prospective bidders will be joining in today's pre-bid conference?
Mr. Vice Chair, for the information po of the body, we have 5 prospective bidders who registered for today's pre-bid conference, namely PLDT Inc., or Smart Communications Inc., Globe Telecom Inc., SMS Global Technologies Inc., Telered Technologies and Services Corp., and Neotech Asia Distribution Inc.
Okay, thank you very much for the representatives of the entities that was mentioned. In behalf of the chairman of the ICT BAC 2, we wish to thank you for joining us this afternoon's pre-bid conference. Maraming salamat po. Okay, Baksek, I believe the prospective bidders are already inside the meeting room. Let's start the proceeding, please.
We would like to acknowledge po the presence of the technical working group, the other end-user representative, and the prospective bidders who are in this meeting. Once again, good afternoon po. Please be reminded that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes and in the interest of promoting transparency and in compliance with Section 38 of Republic Act Number 12009. This meeting will be broadcast live on the official DICT YouTube channel, which is the Department of ICT Philippines. To the prospective bidders po, may we ask to kindly introduce themselves. Please click the raise hand button if they wish to make a clarification. Apologies po. Kindly click the raise hand button. Once acknowledged po, kindly state your name and the company you are representing. And for proper identification and to help. Yes po, Mr. Mauricio, you are recognized, sir. Go ahead po.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Mauricio. I represent Telered Technologies. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Mr. Fernandez, you are recognized, sir.
Hello, my name is Javier Fernandez and I represent SMS Global Technologies po.
Thank you, sir. How about from DLDT po? Or Globe?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Erlin Lucitakneng Jr., representing PLDT and Smart. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Tikman? Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jello Tikman representing Globe Company.
Thank you, sir. And
So po in the call, I have others po with me also representing Globe. Maybe they can speak rin po. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Robin Soriano here from Globe Telecom. Thank you.
thank you po. Next po, Mr. Renovacio.
Hi sir, ma'am. Good afternoon po. I'm Trixie Niratada po from PLDT and Smart. Thank you.
And lastly po, Miss Janice Natalie. You're recognized, ma'am.
Good afternoon. This is Janice Rakpan from Globe Telecom.
Thank you po. With your permission, Mr. Vice Chair, we will proceed with the presentation of the project po. Maybe call on Mr. Adolfo Ariola. Sir, please proceed with the presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Vice Chair and members of the BAC2. Allow me to present to you the procurement project. Let me share. Okay, can everybody see my slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, today's agenda is the Rebid conference. For the project procurement of mobile data subscription for internet connectivity in developmental locations, Juansim Bayan program, Bayanihan project. With reference number is DICT 2025-107, Rebid on 109 lots, and the approved budget is 909,060,000 for the total 109 lots. Okay, this is our agenda of my presentation. Going to the project details, the invitation to bid for the project was posted on November 14, 2025 on the following: PhilJobs website, the DICT website, the DICT bulletin board. An invitation to observers for the Rebid conference were sent on 14 November 2025 to the following: Commission on Audit, Chief Information Officers Forum Foundation Inc., Institute of Electronic Engineers of the Philippines Inc., and Philippine Computer Society. And as earlier mentioned, prospective bidders who registered for today's Rebid is PLDT and Smart Communication Inc., and then Globe Telecom Inc., SMS Global Technologies Inc., Telered Technologies and Services Corporation, and New Tech Asia Distribution Inc. The provisional member and user representative to the DICT BAC2 for this project is Director Edgar M. Navarro. And the technical working group are the following. The head is Mr. Julius B. Gorospe. Members are Darlene May P. Beloso, Julius R. Escobar, Sharina Amor I. Tipay, and Claudia N. Matsanares. Ayaw lang. Ayaw tumakbo. Apologies, my slide. Okay. House rules, everyone's encouraged to make clarifications, identify name and company before raising a question, limit questions to details of the procurement at hand. Instruction to bidders, bidding requirements. The bidding for the project shall be governed by all the provisions of RA 12009 and its IRR and associated policies, rules, and regulations as to the primary source thereof, while the herein clauses shall serve as the secondary source thereof. Any amendments made to the IRR and other GPPB issuances shall be applicable only to the ongoing posting, advertisement, or invitation to bid by the BAC to the issuance of a supplemental or bid bulletin. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall be deemed to have verified and accepted the general requirements of this project, including other factors that may affect the cost, duration, and execution or implementation of the contract, project, or work, and examine all instructions, forms, terms, and project requirements in the bidding documents. Corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices. The procuring entity as well as the bidders and suppliers shall observe the highest standard of ethics during the procurement and execution of the contract. They or through an agent shall not engage in corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, coercive, and obstructive practices defined under RA 12009 and its IRR or other integrity violations in competing for the project. Eligible bidders. Only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. Next, foreign ownership limited to those allowed under the rules may participate in this project. Letter C, pursuant to section 52.4.1.3 of IRR of RA 12009, the bidder shall have an SLCC that is at least one contract similar to the project, the value of which adjusted to the current prices using the PSA's CPI must be at least equivalent to the bidder must have completed within the period specified in the invitation to bid as an SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and whose value adjusted to the current prices using the PSA. Consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC. The bidder shall comply with the eligibility criteria under section 52.4 of IRR of RA 12009. Subcontracting is not allowed. Bid and payment currency, payment of the contract price shall be made in Philippine pesos. Bid price, use the proper form for goods offered from within the Philippines or goods offered from abroad, indicating price schedule. Bid security, all bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITP Clause 16. Each bidder shall submit one original and 2 copies of the required documents. This is the 2-envelope system and a proper sealing and marking. So the bid shall be composed of technical component and shall have 3 copies. One is original and the other 2 duplicate and triplicate. And then with financial component, same 1 original, duplicate, and a triplicate copy. Kindly note the markings on your bid submission. The project title is Procurement for Mobile Data Subscription for Internet Connectivity in Developmental Locations, Juansim and Bayan Program, Bayanihan Project. And the bid reference, as stated, 107, rebid on 109 lots. And will open before December 3, 2025, 1:30 p.m. So the bid opening, bid submission is before 12 noon of December 3, and the opening of bid is December 3 at 1:30 p.m. Next, checklist of technical and financial documents. 1 technical component envelope. 1 valid PhilJEPS registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. And pursuant to section 20.2.9.1 IRR of RA 12009, all Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJEPS registration certificate, platinum membership, must be current, valid, and updated at the time of its submission. The failure of the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Last, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJEP's registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Next, the PS Advisory 2025-015, suspension of certificate of PhilJEP's registration platinum membership of corporations for non-compliance with uploading of GIS and the POI. This is to advise that the certificate of PhilJEP's registration platinum membership of merchant corporations that did not submit the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission shall be suspended. The imposition of suspension comes after the issuance of PSA Advisory Number 2025-007 published on June 30, 2025, which required corporations to submit their latest GIS with BOI. All corporate entities with existing platinum membership were likewise required to update their eligibility documents in the Government of the Philippines Official Merchant Registry. 2. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided for in Section 52.4.1.3 IRR of RA 12009 within the relevant periods provided in the bidding documents. Any of the following documents must be submitted together with the statement of single largest completed contract and uses acceptance, official receipt, or sales invoice for the contract. Third, NFCC computation or committed line of credit, LOC. Fourth, statement of the prospective bidder of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. 5, if applicable, JVA or in the absence of JVA, duly notarized statements from all potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful. 6, original copy of bid security, if in the form of purity bond, submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Note, bidders who opt to submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents. 7, schedule of requirement. 8, conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production, delivery of schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales parts if applicable. 9, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative. Or original special power of attorney if all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. 10, for foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, certification from the relevant government office of the country stating that the Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product. Second, financial component envelope. Original duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Next is original duly signed and accomplished price schedule. And the third one, certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. With evaluation, reminding bidders to finally break down all the cost of taxes pursuant to Section 61.2.2 of the IRR of RA number 12009, to which all bidders shall be required to include the cost of all taxes, such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties, which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the detailed estimates. Such bids, including side taxes, shall be the basis for the bid evaluation and comparison. Bid data sheet. Contract similar to the project shall be any project that is directly related to the kind, class, or genus of goods or services to be procured, guided with the principles of proportionality and a fit-for-purpose approach. Specifically for this procurement, similar project includes but is not limited to projects involving information and communications technology, ICT, such as internet services, telecommunication services, industry-wide ICT infrastructure and associated, including but not limited to telecommunications infrastructure projects. This encompasses the design, construction, operation, and maintenance of network facilities, including towers, fiber optic systems, base stations, transmission lines, and other physical assets supporting telecommunication services. 2. Transport and configuration projects. This includes projects involving network transport facilities, backhaul and backbone systems, microwave and satellite links, system integration, network configuration, and the deployment of associated hardware and software necessary to enable telecommunications operations. 3rd, subscription and communications technology projects. This covers service level agreements, subscription-based services, managed communication solutions, mobile data and broadband services, as well as projects involving related communications technology platforms that ensure connectivity and end-user service delivery. Number 3, completed within the last 10 years in single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the project with a value of at least 50% of the total amount of the bid lots selected for the project. It's ABC per lot times the number of lots, or in lieu thereof, a combination of contracts that collectively meet the requirement, the equivalent requirement if so permitted by the procuring entity, provided their total value is at least 50% of the total amount of the bid lots selected for the project. ABC. Thus, the bidder should have completed at least one similar contract amounting to at least 25% of the total amount of the bid lots selected for the project. And B, the bidder should have completed other similar contracts with an aggregate amount of at least 25% of the total amount of the bid lots selected for the project. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. For each lot to be bid, amount is 417,000 pesos. If the form of bid security is bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit, and 417,000 pesos for surety bond. Note the amount of bid security should be equivalent to the percentage required for the total amount of the ABC of the lots to be bid. Post-qualification documents within a non-extendable period of 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that it submitted the lowest calculated bid. The bidder shall submit its latest income tax and business tax returns filed and paid through the BIR electronic filing and payment systems, and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in PDS. Here are the form and sample. Form pursuant to Section 5.3 of Government Procurement Policy Board Circular Number 04-2020, bidders are highly encouraged to use the templates forms provided to minimize errors or omissions in the form submitted. However, failure to use said templates forms is not a ground for disqualification, provided the form submitted includes all the mandatory provisions required in the RA 12009 and its IRR as identified in the clause 2 of the required form section of the bidding document. Mandatory provisions, the bid form, bid prices in figures and in words. And the bid price shall include the cost of all taxes, such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties. It shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the price schedule or detailed estimates. Prices indicated in the price schedule shall be entered separately in the following manner. For goods offered from within the procuring entity's country, number 1, the price of the goods quoted X works, X factory, X warehouse, X showroom, or off the shelf as applicable. Number 2, the cost of all sales and other taxes already paid or payable. Number 3, the cost of transportation, insurance, and other costs incidental to delivery of the goods to their final destinations. And number 4, the price of other incidental services if any. For goods offered from abroad, number 1, the price of goods shall be quoted delivered duty paid with the place of the destination, the Philippines. Number 2, the price of other incidental services if any. And number 3, the services based on the form which may be prescribed by the PE in accordance with existing laws, rules, and regulations. On the bid securing declaration, bidder shall enter into contract with the procuring entity and furnish the required performance security within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice of award. And the bidder accepts that number one shall automatically disqualify from bidding from any procurement with any PE for a period of 2 years upon the blacklisting order, and it will pay the applicable fine provided under the guidelines in the use of bid securing declaration within 15 days from the receipt of the written demand of the PE for the commission of acts resulting to the enforcement of the bid securing declaration under pertinent provisions of RA 12009 in its IRR. The signatory is duly authorized representative of the bidder and granted full power authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate, submit the bid, and to sign and execute the ensuing contract accompanied by relevant authorized document. Number two, bidder is not blacklisted or barred from bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, offices, corporations, or local government units, including foreign government, foreign or international financing institution whose blacklisting have been recognized by the GPPB by itself or by relation, membership and association affiliation, or controlling interest with another blacklisted person or entity as defined and provided for in the Uniform Guidelines on Blacklist. Third, each of the documents submitted in satisfaction of the bidding requirement, an authentic copy of the original, complete in all statement information provided therein are true and correct. Fourth, bidder authorizes the hope or his duly authorized representatives to verify all the documents submitted. 5, bidder complies with the disclosure provisions under Section 81 of IRR of RA 12009 and its IRR in relation to the other provisions of RA number 3019. 6, bidder complies with existing labor laws and standards. 7, bidder complies with the responsibilities of a prospective or eligible bidder provided in the PBD, Philippine bidding documents. 8, bidder did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission, any form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person, official personnel, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity. And number 9, in case advance payment was made or given failure to perform or deliver any of the obligations and undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient grounds to constitute criminal liability for swindling, estafa, or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 of Act Number 3815 Series of 1930 as amended, or the revised penal code. Securities posted in favor of the procuring entity. Amount of the security which is denominated in Philippine pesos, which should not be less than the required percentage as follows. For the security based on the ABC to be bid, for the proposed security based on the total contract price, or the security based on the required percentage of the progress payment or the total contract price. Third, validity period should be corresponding to the time frame provided in RA number 12009 and its IRR. A fourth, respective obligation or undertaking that is granted relative to the faithful performance of the responsibility stated in the relevant provisions of RA number 12009 and its IRR. And number 5, for surety bonds, it should be callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission is authorized to issue such security. Statement of the bidders of all its ongoing projects and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, names of outstanding contracts with other contracting party, PE or a private company allowed by the rules, contract date, period, and amount or value, and for goods, kinds of goods, and dates of delivery. Statement of the bidders SLCC similar to the contract we bid. Name of the completed contract with contract date, period and amount, which should be correspond to the required percentage of the ABC to be bid. The value is adjusted to the current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority Consumer Price Indices and NSR. Number 2, for goods to the relevant period or delivery date when the said SLCC was completed, end users acceptance or official receipts or sales invoice issued for the contract if completed. And third, definition or issue the certificate. Number 2, name of contractor and or constructor. 3, name of contract. And 4th, contract duration. For CPES rating, a final rating of at least satisfactory. For contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. For an FCC computation, 1, ABC to be bid. 2, amount or value of bidder's current assets based on audited financial statements. 3rd, amount or value of bidder's current liabilities based on the AFS. And 4th, amount of value of all outstanding or uncompleted portion of the project under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts, yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. For the credit, for the committed line of credit, number 1, ABC to be bid. 2, amount which should be at least equal to 10% of the ABC. And 3rd, name of issuing foreign universal or commercial bank as confirmed or authenticated by a local universal or commercial bank. Joint venture agreement. If a JVA is already in existence, the contents shall include the responsibility of each of the JV partners or its contributions to the JV. And second, the contents of the notarized statements from all potential JV partners should include that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the event that the bid is successful. And B, failure to enter into JVA in the event of a contract award shall be a ground for bid disqualification, a subsequent feature of the bid security. Certification as to the reciprocity to foreign bidders for goods. Foreign bidder claiming eligibility based on his country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos should submit a certification from the relevant government office of their country, stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in the government procurement. These are the sums which were attached to the bidding documents. Schedule of requirements as also indicated in the bidding documents. Okay. By schedule, bid form. Reminders to bidders. The clock at the DICT headquarters here at the 19th floor, Back Secretariat Receiving Area using the Philippine Standard Time is the official reference during submission and receipt of bids. A member of the Back Secretariat will be assigned to receive the bid documents at the DICT lobby and shall stamp this as received. Bidders are reminded that the entry inside the DICT premise is subject to the safety and health protocols in place and processing of payment for the bidding documents prior to the submission of the actual bid offer may take time. Presence in the DICT premises does not constitute submission time. Copies of the supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJEB's website and the DICT website, bulletin board at the DICT lobby. Going to the common cause of ineligibility and disqualification. 1. Invalid PhilJEB certification and underlying supporting documents pursuant to Section 20.2.9.1 IRR of RA 12009. Or Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJEB's registration certificate must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure of the prospective bidder to update his certificate with the current updated Class A eligibility document shall result in automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate. This has time that all of that of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been dated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJEB's registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Failure to attach the required supporting documents for the statement of single largest completed contract, similar to the project Rebid, and failure to include all the mandatory provisions. Submission of unseen documents and submission of audited financial statements without stamp receipt of the BIR. Failure to submit the bid securing declaration in the prescribed format attached in the bidding documents. Take note that the bid securing declaration has additional mandatory provisions pursuant to GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. Failure to submit bid securing declaration and omnibus sworn statement without a juror as required in the form provided in the bidding documents pursuant to the latest rules on notarial practice. Failure to indicate compliance with the technical specifications and then to attach proof of compliance if applicable. And failure to submit the forms which do not contain all the mandatory provisions pursuant to GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. For submission bids through courier service, bidders are reminded that the courier service personnel must submit the bid proposal to a personnel at the back Secretariat Division at the office address provided. Bid submissions proposal left by the courier service personnel, the lobby guard, or any other personnel or staff aside from the authorized back Secretariat personnel will not be considered submitted for purposes of bid opening. The responsibility to ensure that the courier service personnel submits the bid proposal to the authorized back Secretariat personnel is the sole responsibility of the prospective bidder. Okay. Mr. Vice Chair, that's all from the back Secretariat and proceed to the presentation of the technical specifications.
Thank you very much. Ms. Doan, please.
Mr. Vice Chair, before po we proceed with the presentation from the end user, sir, considering po that the bidding documents were posted in the PhilJets and the DICT website, we would like to confirm po if the prospective bidders have scrutinized the same document. And with the permission po of the Vice Chairperson and the members of the BAC, would you like to dispense po with the reading of the technical specifications of the project and proceed with the question and answer portion po?
Thank you very much, BAC Secretariat. May we know the manifestation or comments from the prospective bidders? Ma'am, sir, do you still want for the bidding document we discuss, be read, or we go straight to the question and answer? Just raise your hand if there are any opposition to the proposal. Paksek, pakitulong ako. Pakitingin kung merong nagtaas ng kamay, please.
Copy po, Mr. Vice Chair. Anyone po from the prospective bidders? Any manifestation po? If none po, we will proceed with the question and answer portion po.
But before you proceed, Baksek, to the members of the BAC, I saw Director Jen who raised his thumbs up sign. How about Director Ed? Is still okay ba sa inyo, Director Ed?
Yes, pa.
Okay, thank you. So, considering that there is a majority vote, to dispense the reading of the procurement documents, we will go straight to the question and answer. Baksek, kindly facilitate the Q&A, please. Thank you.
Copy po, Mr. Vice Chair. May we kindly request for all the prospective bidders to kindly click the raise hand button if they wish to make a clarification. And once acknowledged po, please clearly state your full name, the company you represent, and the specific item in the bidding documents you would like to clarify. This is to ensure po proper identification and to help us respond promptly and accurately to your concerns. Mr. Vice Chair, the floor is now open po for queries and clarifications. Thank you po.
Okay, the floor is now open for any questions, manifestation from the prospective bidders, please. Backsec, please assist. Pakitingin lang, baka may naka-raise ng hand na hindi ko nakikita. Please.
Copy po, Mr. Vice Chair. Any clarifications po from the prospective bidders?
Okay. I believe there are no more questions, clarification, or even manifestations from the prospective bidders. So with that, any other matters that need to be discussed, Backsec, please proceed.
We will proceed with the presentation of the final reminders po, Mr. Vice Chair. And we would like to manifest po na kahit po walang questions for now, we have still time naman po to submit their clarifications and email to the back secretariat po, Mr. Vice Chair. In a while po, we will flash the screen, the presentation. Ayan. For the final reminders to bidders, the request for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the back secretariat on the following email at back@dict.gov.ph and back.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. The deadline for the request for clarification is on or before November 26, 2025 at 4 p.m. And the copies of supplemental bid bulletins po, if any, shall be posted at the PhilZEP's website, the DICT website, and bulletin board at the DICT lobby. That's all po, Mr. Vice Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. So there being no other matters that needs to be discussed, in behalf of the chairman of the ICT BACTU, Assistant Secretary Miggy Planas, we wish to thank the attendance of our friends who participated in this Rebid conference. Ma'am, sir, maraming salamat po. And we hope to see you during the bid opening. And as what the BACSEC have discussed, you still have until November 24, to submit any questions, clarifications. With that, thank you very much also for the BAC Secretariat for facilitating this meeting and to the members of the BAC for actively participating in this proceeding. Ms. Michelle, please proceed.
Mr. Vice Chair, if I may po.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
We would like to inform po the prospective bidders po that the deadline po for the submission of their clarification po will be from November 23 lang po at 4 p.m. since the deadline for the submission of receipt and bids and the conduct of the bid opening po will be on December 3, 2025. So we have 10 calendar days po to accept po their bid clarification po through email. May we confirm po with the prospective bidders po if the instructions are clear po.
Okay, Mr. Fernandez, sir, go ahead po.
As Ma'am Michelle mentioned, I'd like to clarify because parang I read it earlier, it said November 25, 4 p.m. Then Ma'am Michelle said November 23.
Clear po. That's November 23 na po yung deadline po for the bidders to submit their clarification po.
So this Sunday. Okay. Noted. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. I hope that would be clear po from our prospective bidders. Thank you so much po.
Okay, there being no other clarification, questions? Any motion to adjourn this meeting? Any motion to adjourn?
Mr. Vice Chair, I move for the adjournment of this BAC meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Jen. Any second to the motion?
Second the motion, Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Director Ed. So it has been moved and seconded that this meeting is hereby adjourned. Maraming salamat po. Good afternoon to all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.